Hey guys, I just wanted to give a quick overview, kind of a tutorial on how to set up your squad builder spreadsheet for the first time. This is going to be very basic, very brief, just for people that either aren't familiar with how Google Sheets work or just not familiar with how this particular sheet starts off or how to set up initially. So the first thing I'll do is come here to the version number and just make sure that that's the most updated one. And you'll know that because if it's not, there will be a message up here saying there's an update available. So usually with the download sheet, that's not going to happen. But sometimes if I haven't come over here and refresh something, it might show that. So the first thing I do is I'll highlight the version number and then come over here, and this is just my personal preference. You don't have to do the version number part. So come over here, click File, and then make a copy. And what this will do is save a copy of the sheet on your Google Drive. So the reason I make that copy, or copy the version number, is because I'll come over here and paste that, and you can just use Control V if you're on a desktop or a PC. I forget what it is on a Mac, like Command C copy, Command V paste, something like that. So anyways, so give it a name that you can easily identify, because in the future, you may end up having to download a new sheet that'll have a different version number, and you'll want to be able to differentiate between those two. And then you can choose the file folder that you're going to put it in. This is where I keep all the Squad Builder stuff, is in this public download. And you'll click OK. So that'll create the copy on your drive. So then you'll see it pops up. And working is loading the menu over here, the actual Squad Builder menu, which you won't see until you have your own copy. So once that loads up, there it goes. Okay, so there's the custom menu for the Squad Builder, and you've got three options. You've got Update the Sheet, which is just anytime I make a change to a formula in one of the tabs, one of these tabs down here, and then I'll update the version number, and then it'll prompt you on your sheet to let you know, hey, there's been a change, you need to update it. If I have to make an update to the script, the backend code, then at this point that's something that you have to go back and go through this whole process again, where you have to physically make a new copy of the sheet. So anyways, the first thing you need is you need to enter the spreadsheet ID. And the way the sheet is set up, a lot of people know they can just come up here into the URL and highlight that code. But to make it easier on people, I've got it built into the script. So the first time you'll open your spreadsheet, you'll do run script, or update sheet. And then it'll ask you to authorize this because it's going to access my spreadsheet. So it needs to, first of all, run a script, and then second of all, access a sheet that's not on your drive. So you'll hit continue, and then what account do you want to use? Most people are just going to have the one, but click whichever account you want to use. And then it'll say this app has not been verified. That's just saying that the scripts that I have on the back end of the Squad Builder, some I wrote, some Pop Goes the Wizard wrote, but at any rate, mine have not been approved by Google because you have to go through this whole rigmarole to get them approved, and I don't have the time or the patience to deal with all that. If there's an easy way to do it and somebody knows, please let me know, and I'll go through that. So at any rate, it says unsafe. I've got a link in the manual explaining what this really means. I'm not going to go into all the detail of it right now. It's just saying it can access other files on your drive. The only files it's going to access are the ones that you give it access to. So anyways, you'll click on save, click on save, which I assure you it's perfectly safe. And then this tells you what all the script is going to do. Most of that stuff is not actually going to do. It's calling these services that that give it the option to do what it lists there. So anyways, click allow, and then you're done. You've given the spreadsheet access to run, basically is what it comes down to. But you'll see this still hasn't populated because you didn't actually run any apps yet or any script. All you did was give it the option to do it, or the ability. So you need to come back up here and click update again. And this time it's actually going to run the script, and then you'll see obviously you've got the latest version of the squad builder because you probably just downloaded it. And then you can close that, and what it does during the update process is it'll close all these tabs because they all have formulas in them, and if they're all open and all those formulas are trying to run while it's downloading, it just slows everything down. So I have all the tabs closed down, and then it does what it needs to do, and then once the script is finished, then it opens the default tabs back up. So anyways, then you can see that you've got your sheet ID entered there, and you're pretty much good to go. That's basically the end of setting up the spreadsheet. And I'll probably do several videos explaining the other aspects of setup, like downloading your player data and that sort of thing. So, but if the video is too fast, or whatever, you're not quite clear on what I said, or if I didn't make perfect sense, whatever, you can click on the setup instructions, and it'll open this Google Doc where I'm working on setting up the written instructions as well. So that basically will walk you through everything that I just said. But it might make more sense to read it versus hear me trying to verbally tell it. So at any rate, if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me on the Discord server. I thought the link was on here, but anyways, it's in the instructions, so maybe I'll put a link in the menu so that's easy to find. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you guys get some good use out of this spreadsheet. If again you have any questions, you can always reach out to me on Discord. If I don't answer your question, there's often somebody else there that does have the answer. So thank you very much.